Hi everyone, it's Laura and thanks for stopping by my channel today. My friend MaryEllen from MaryEllen After 60 has had such an influence on me. Over the past couple of years, I have bought so many products that she's recommended and they have quickly become my favorites too. Well, MaryEllen and I were talking a few months back and she was saying how many things she uses that I've recommended. And I said, well, I feel the same way. I have a whole drawer of stuff you've recommended. So we decided to collab today, and I'm going to be sharing some of MaryEllen's favorites. Let's start off first with skincare. Now, MaryEllen, we all joke on here in the mature community that she is aging backwards, that she is Benjamin Button, and the years are just coming off of her face. And you can see that if you go back and watch her first videos, her skin does not even look like the same skin. And mainly she feels it's due to the Retin A. And what I love about MaryEllen is she's like a scientist. She will give you specific measurements, details of how she's doing in close-up shots. She's so great about doing that. And I aspire to do more of that like her. Well, she convinced me to get back to Retin A. I had tried Retin A over the years for acne, but never for anti-aging. And the problem was when I started on Retin A, I was using it too aggressively because I'm trying to get acne to go away. So I would wear it every night. I'd be a big flaky red mess. And from watching MaryEllen and her journey and how she took on Retin A very slowly, starting off once a week, and not starting off so aggressively, I decided after seeing all of her videos, I've got to go on Retin A. That is going to keep my skin looking great in the years to come. So back in April, actually, I did start back on Retin A. I'm up to wearing it about 3 times a week, and I'm using the 0.05% of it. I'm not on the 1% yet. But I do see a difference. I'm 52, so I'm about 10 years younger than MaryEllen. So that actually inspired me more. I thought if someone who's 62 can get those kinds of amazing results, there's hope for me too. So I'm very appreciative that she has shared her journey with all of us. Another skincare product MaryEllen loves is this cream from Timeless. I purchased this recently and I love it. It's their Hydrating Eye Cream. Now it's got hyaluronic acid in it and Matrixyl 3000. Now I've never used anything with Matrixyl 3000, so that got my attention. This is a gel. It sinks directly into your skin very quickly. It is fine under makeup. That's what I like. Some eye creams sort of mess up your makeup, and I put this on in the morning under my makeup before I leave for work, and it keeps my under eye area hydrated all day. One product MaryEllen has talked about that really stands out in my mind is this product from Pantene. It's their Age Defy Advanced Thickening Treatment. Now, this is to help thicken your strands of hair and also prevents hair loss. I started on this actually before MaryEllen was speaking about it. And you know how it is when you first try a product, you say, I wonder if this is really working or not. Well, MaryEllen has the proof it worked for her because she saved the actual hair that she lost and did a hairball experiment where she taped hair to the board to show how much she was losing. She really sold me. When I saw that hairball experiment, I said, I'm staying on this stuff. And I also saw less hair in my brush, so I could tell it was working for me too. But I love her scientific experiments. She really sold me on this one. MaryEllen has inspired me to buy 3 products from IT Cosmetics that I really like. Right now I'm wearing the CC cream on my face. I especially enjoyed this back in the winter time. It's been fine for summer, but because it's very moisturizing, I actually really loved it in the winter time. I started off with a little sample of it. This was about $12 at Ulta to see if I would like it. as much as MaryEllen, and I did, so I bought a full-size tube. I really would recommend that if you're thinking of trying this, buy a small size first, see if you like the feel of it, if it's enough coverage for you, and then if you like it, you could be like me and splurge and get a big bottle. Now, she doesn't use this powder as far as I know, but I was shopping in the It section and found this Bye Bye Pores, and I'm loving it. I really mainly focus in this area of my face with the powder, a little on my chin and a little in the forehead. I don't really put it all over like a lot of people do, and I find this keeps my makeup on nice during the day and keeps me from feeling oily or shiny midday. Now, the lip gloss I'm wearing right now, I bought back at Ulta at Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving, or actually it was on Thanksgiving, I went to a sale with my mom and my 2 daughters that Ulta had, and they had this gloss. The shade is Love. It's beautiful. It goes with everything. It stays on nice. I think it was well worth it. I got a discounted price. I think I only paid around $10 during the holidays. They have a lot of wonderful deals on it and other brands. So make sure to remember that this year when you're going out after Thanksgiving. You can get some products that are normally expensive for a drugstore price. I have very fine brows, but MaryEllen has these gorgeous thick brows that I wish I had. And she uses this NYX Tame frame. I bought it in the blonde shade, and I just love it because it allows you to sort of paint in brows where you don't have them or where the hair is very fine, and it's even with a pencil hard to make it look realistic. This makes it look very realistic. Now, another thing she does with her brows that I love is she takes this e.l.f. This is a clear gel where one side is for your lashes, the other side is for your brows. I paint that on next to sort of seal everything in and keep the brow hair from moving around during the day, and it's so inexpensive and works great. The last 2 makeup products that MaryEllen recommended that I love is, first of all, this Jane liner. It's in the shade Midnight Blue. I'm wearing it right now in the waterline. It stays beautifully. It doesn't get messy during the day. Actually, MaryEllen and I have the same color of eyes. We have hazel eyes, and I find that using a blue liner really brings out the green. Now, another thing that she got me interested in was this from e.l.f. It's a primer and a liner. On one side, you have an eyeliner. And what you do is you just dip this, you're making your own liquid liner, you dip it into your eyeshadow, any color you want, and make your own eyeliner, which is fantastic. The world is your oyster. You can pick from basically any shade in any palette that you have. And then on the other side is an eye primer to keep your shadows on. This primer, and I think MaryEllen feels the same way, it's okay. It's not the best of the best, but it does hold on the shadows pretty well. But the real gem of this is the eyeliner, because you can make any shade, any color you want. My final thing I want to talk about today has been so much fun for me. As you know that watch MaryEllen's channel, she sent her DNA to Ancestry.com and found out a whole lot about herself and her family that way, and she did a video about that recently. Well, my birthday came around in July, and my mother and father had had theirs done. They were curious about their backgrounds, and so when my mom asked me what did I want for my birthday, I said, I want to test my DNA and I want to see more about our family history. Well, it was so interesting because we know my mother has Irish ancestry, and we know my dad had some from British ancestry, and we know some German in the family, and that was pretty much it. And we've traced on one side of the family back to the 1500s in England, and we know a few generations back our family came from Ireland, one side of our family. So what was funny about this was that my dad, who we did not know had any Irish ancestry, came up more Irish than my mother, and I inherited both of theirs, so I'm more than both of them. I ended up being 49% European West, 30% Irish, and 10% Scandinavian, which I didn't know anything about that, and about 8% Iberian Peninsula, which would include Spain and Portugal, and then some trace regions. It is so neat. You find out relatives you could be related to. I always joke with MaryEllen, she looks so much like one side of my family that from the minute I saw her, I felt like she was one of my relatives. It turned out we weren't related, but it's fun to think that we are. I hope you all will go over now to MaryEllen's channel. She's going to be talking about favorites of mine that she's purchased and would recommend. Also, if you're here from MaryEllen's channel, I hope you feel welcome and that you'll want to subscribe. I'd love for you to leave a comment so we could have a discussion and I can get to know you better. MaryEllen is an amazing woman. I have learned so much from her. She is such fun. She is just a fun lady, and she has my highest of respect. She's a retired nurse, and to be a nurse, you have to be a very special, loving person, and that's what she is. I hope you all enjoyed this and that you'll have a fantastic week.